Leave here because I want to make you feel uncomfortable. And the reason for that is because if your businesses were booming and you were making a lot of money and everything was going fantastically, you wouldn't be here, right? You'd be somewhere at some swimming pool. So the point of this afternoon is to make you feel uncomfortable. And if I make you feel uncomfortable, then we've done a good thing. But there's two I've ever been to before, and I'm experiencing it in a positive, happy environment. I only see happy people. You know, it's a very rewarding career. So I just want to share with you this afternoon a few pointers with regards to what I think makes a successful photographer, and primarily it's going to be the brand that is you, and then your product and your service. Now, of those three things there, your product and your service can be copied. Anyone can shoot the same way as you. They can do the same posing, the same lighting, the same post-production, and they can do the same albums. They can go and print at the same place. They can use the same designers. They can use the same covers. They can print the same product. Your service can be replicated. If you get back to somebody in an hour, somebody else can get back to somebody in an hour. If you can get back to them in 10 minutes, so can somebody else. The way you deliver your service can be copied. The only thing that can't be copied is your brand. And that's where you need to focus. Obviously, you need to know how to be a photographer. You have to understand lighting and aperture and shutter speed and composition and all that kind of thing. But before you even want to enter into business, you should know how to be a photographer. You don't go to the dentist and the dentist says, oh well, I'm going to do this job really cheap for you because it's my first time. You know, it doesn't make you feel so comfortable. So you need to know how to be a photographer first and then launch your brand. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that a little later on. And a lot of people think that service is about being fast. You know, and it's mainly the men. Men think, I'm so fast, I'm amazing. It doesn't work like that. If you think about and you order a meal, how long does it take to come to you?
20 minutes.
20 minutes, half an hour, sometimes 45 minutes. And you know that's because the chef is creating that meal for you by hand with his expertise, and it's not a McDonald's experience. You're not going in there and 5 minutes later you come out with a happy meal that can feed the family. So service is not about being fast. Especially if you're trying to target people with more money than the current target market that you're targeting. Because that's kind of the point of today's talk. I want you to target a market that is higher than the market you're currently targeting. Because right now, it's comfortable. And I don't want you to be comfortable. Because comfortable means staying still. Comfortable doesn't mean progressing. So, if you think about what service is about managing your client's emotional expectations. When you go to the fancy restaurant, the fine dining restaurant, the waiter comes and he talks to you, he takes your order, off he goes, maybe he'll come back and put a glass of water in front of you, or do even a little silly thing like move the knives and forks back into place. But he's showing you that he's giving you attention. You don't feel like you're alone. You don't feel like, I've given my order, did he even remember what I ordered? Am I going to get my food? How is this going to work? There is constant communication. He'll come back to you and say, your order's just being ready, the chef is just getting ready with your meal now, it'll be about another 5 or 10 minutes. And off he goes. And you feel fine. That's cool, no problem. And he'll come back and say, everything okay? Can I get you a glass of water? Can I get you another drink? That's where he's making his money. Can I get you another drink? The food might be ready. You know, if you order a curry, he doesn't cook it right there and then. He doesn't start cooking the curry then. The curry was made this afternoon. He is prolonging the experience because when you go to a fine dining restaurant, when you go to a restaurant that is aiming at people with money, it's about the whole experience. It's not about the food that you put in your mouth. Because some street vendors have amazing food that's probably better than fine dining restaurants, but it's about the experience. It's about the fact that you can tell your friends, I went to that fancy restaurant. And they think, oh, that must, he must be doing well because he can afford to go to that fancy restaurant. It's about the whole experience. So manage your clients' expectations. Constantly be in contact with your clients to let them know what's going on. Don't let your client email you to say, where are my pictures? Never, ever, ever does that happen. I email the client before she emails me. And I tell her, I'm just busy with your album at the moment. We finished with the retouching. It's gone into album design. And I prolong that experience if I have to. I understand in different cultures, delivery times are different. But generally, I can deliver an album, or I do deliver an album, around about 6 to 8 weeks after the wedding. I can get that album ready in 1 week. And sometimes it is ready in 1 week. And it's ready to be delivered and it's in my office. I don't phone her and say, your album's ready. I'll send her a mail and I'll say, we're just busy with production, it's gone to print, it'll be ready in 3 or 4 weeks. And I keep it and I wait. Because service is not about being fast. Service is about understanding your client's emotional state and what she's thinking and what she's feeling. Because what us men don't understand is that the ladies want to prolong this wedding experience for as long as possible. And we have the power to prolong that experience. And I'm not only talking about taking a long time to deliver, I'm talking about doing things after the wedding as well. A post-wedding shoot. Having a situation where you say to her, after the wedding, pictures, let's talk about maybe a post-wedding shoot. Now she's got the opportunity to play bride all over again. Now I know some of you are thinking, that's not really going to work here. What if you're the only person providing that service and there are clients that want that? Suddenly you are the specialist in doing things like that, and you've got work not only on the weekends during wedding season, but also during the week. So we'll talk about that when we get to that, because I got a bit excited there, sorry. Okay, so again, understanding the mentality of your specific target market. Now, how many of you here, and you must put your hands up if you have, how many photographers here have done research into their target market? Have you researched your target market? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, when you've researched your target market, what type of research did you do? What did you look at in terms of your target market?
So going on to YouTube and searching for the workshops.
Wait, hold on.
It's all about going on to the YouTube and search for the workshops.
Yeah.
I'm interested more into the fashion photography and wildlife, so I will check out.
But the things like this, do you know who you are trying to target? Have you done research into who your target market is? Where they eat, the income bracket, what jobs they do, what clothes they wear, the type of perfume they wear, the magazines they read, what movies do they watch? That type of thing, and understanding who your perfect client is. Now the problem with photographers in general is that they make a product, they go and shoot a wedding, or they put up pictures on a website or a Facebook page, and they sit back and they hope that clients will come to them. They don't go out and research the industry, research the market, and find out what is missing in the market, what type of product do I need to produce that will fill a gap in the market. Because most wedding photographers all shoot the same way. Same kind of lighting, same kind of posing, same thing week after week after week. And to put it into a picture for you, everybody is fishing in the same pond with the same bait. And the fish are just getting smaller and smaller and smaller. But there's another lake but it's about 100 kilometers away and you have to walk there. And it's on the other side of the mountain. And some days you come back and you haven't caught any fish. But some days you come back and you catch a fish that can feed your family for a month. And everyone is fishing in the same pond. Forget about wedding photography. Go and fish in a different pond. Just like anybody can watch cooking channels on TV, and anybody can be a chef. You know, you go and you get some hamburger buns, you get some sausages or some chicken meat.
Can we take a little time
And remember to make friends with me on Instagram.
People out on all you up there. Reminisce every moment past, all the time we shared. You and I grew up together, we stood and faced the weather. What can I know? You are my soul. Got a lot more than others, we're gonna take it slow. Little things you do, I love about you. Hold you close like the day we met and watch your lives unfold in the sky tonight. And the stars will tell our story, put out of my mind tonight. And I just know that it never would be, it's a beautiful life. A beautiful life. Sun coming up in the morning, underneath the shade of an oak tree. Colors on the leaves are changing, seasons moving endlessly. Man, where did the time go? We got some history. A little bit older now, but you still look so good to me. What can I know? You are my soul. Got a lot more than others, we're gonna take it slow. Little things you do, I love about you. Hold you close like the day we met and watch our lives unfold in the sky tonight. And the stars will tell our story, no doubt in my mind tonight.
Here now of this room with my speed light, okay? So if I put my speed light on, and I went to the normal default setting of say 5.6 at 60th of a second, and I shot a picture over here, alright? You know what that looks like, and you're a very good looking man, but the picture, you're correctly exposed, you're overexposed, and they're dark, right? So sometimes you don't want to use flash. Sometimes you want to focus in the dark, but you don't want to use flash. I can demonstrate on the ceiling, it's okay. On the back of the flash, if you go into the menu, you get to a point, you know with all those, they've got a whole lot of different options, and we never go into those menus, right? If you go into that menu, there's an icon where it looks like a flash, and there's little lights coming out the bottom. It's basically a picture like this, and there's little lights coming out the bottom. Now, what this here is the infrared focus assist. Now, if I switch my flash off, if I switch my flash off completely, and let's just say, because we can't get it dark, so it's okay. Let's just say I wanted to focus on this white area here. Is it going to focus? Very difficult, right? Impossible. So if I try to take a picture here now, and I press the button, and nothing's happening. It's going...
Yeah.
Here we go, we're getting darker. We're getting darker.
तो बाबा तब वो तो कब
Yeah,
होगा
it's
जब
okay.
कलर
Come over
डिफरेंसेस
here.
नहीं होते
Alright, so if I want to focus on the roof, nothing is happening. Just like if I want to focus on you, in and out, in and out. If I put my flash onto autofocus illumination only, there we go. If I put it onto autofocus illumination only, what it does is it sends out the infrared beam, but when I press the button, the flash doesn't fire. So if you look now, You can see that? Okay, so this is how fast it focuses. Bang. Just like that. 3, 2, 1, done. And it's perfectly in focus. I can see there, bang, in focus. It's quicker than if it's in daylight outside. So look at that for focusing in low light. The cool thing that it does as well is it follows your focus point. So if I'm focusing on you right now, okay, if I wanted to go to the left, I go to the left, and you see that it moved. Is it firing this thing? Is it coming up?
Yes.
Okay, so you see that this here, this light moved to the left now. Now if I move it to the right, it's gone all the way to the right.
Yes.
Did you see it moving around?
Yes.
See that? And now we're focusing on the right, and there we're going right across to the left. So it follows where you're focusing, and if I'm in a low lit area, just like this right now, I could very easily come and bang, you're in focus, and I didn't need to use flash, and you can see how cool that is. And it's a beautifully well lit shot because of the light coming through there. Nice over here, in focus, bang, no problem. 1.8 or 1.4, immediately in focus, happy days. So use that technique to focus in the dark. Okay. Okay? If the bride is standing, you need to stand straight onto them. Hold a little bit for me. If you look at the lighting landing on her face right now, 50% is lit and 50% is in the dark, right?
Yes.
If I have to take a shot of her right now, is this mine? Okay, I'm going to use the low light focusing technique so that I know that my images are going to be razor sharp. And let me have a quick look at this over here. That's fantastic. Hold it just like that. That's perfect. Okay, so 50% is in the right, 50% is in the dark. Turn your face towards me a little bit more. Stop. Now, if you look at her face, 75% is in the light, 25% is in the dark. You see that? Okay, so, right, hold it just like that. Percent of her face is in the light, and 75% is in the dark, right? Okay, so, what you notice, if she's looking straight at you, she looks normal. Turn your face this way, now she looks overweight. Turn your face that way, now she looks thin. Can you see that? The reason for that is, shine the light on me real quick. The reason for that is it's called broadside lighting and narrow side lighting. Right now, I look normal. 50% lit, 50% in the dark. Now, I look fat. Now, I look thin. So the rule is always turn your face to the direction of the light. You can't have a problem with that now because turn towards the light now. That's cool. Right? So if I'm taking a shot, maybe 3/4 now, not just the face, I'm going to take a shot here now, and it looks thin, but what's up with the body? Because the body is 75% lit and 25% in the dark. Turn your body away from the light. Yeah. There we go, even more. Okay, and keep your face that way. Chin down a little. Okay, now what have I got? I've got thin body, fat face.
Yes.
So you turn your body away from the light and your face towards the light. So keep your body there, and I love what you're doing with your hands. So keep your hands exactly like that. So your face towards the light. Even more. That's it. Chin down a little bit. My boy, go up with the light. Higher up. Higher, 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 higher. That's it. Right. Now, got thin face, thin body. Okay? Now, just like turn your body towards the light, turn your face away from the light. Right? You need to use this power with great responsibility. Okay, so stay there, my boy, just for a second. I'm going to do a head. Right, maybe you want some water. You can put a filter over your continuous light. Maybe you're using speed lights. Speed lights work perfectly for this too. These particular lights, you can adjust the color temperature. So that tells me on the it tells me on the back 6300. That's my exact white balance. And then I can go down to a very warm 3100. So if I have to put that onto my subject right now, I'm getting nice lighting and I know exactly what white balance I can use. If I want to start playing around, starting to get a bit more creative, what I can do is put maybe tungsten light from the front, blue light from the front. So I'll go on to 6300. You change yours to 6300. No, he's cool. We've worked together for a long time. Turn that button until it says that number. Keep going. Go. More. Faster. Go. Right, back on. So the light coming from the front is 6300, and the light coming from behind I'm putting on at 3100, 3150. Okay? I do need another assistant, please. I need one person. Thank you, sir. Okay, you are going to come forward just a little bit for me, please. Right, stop just there. What you're going to do now is you're going to stand over here. It just looks like you're going to fall. It's not really. Okay, and you're holding that light onto the back of your head. Okay. Now, this is when you go home and your wife says, "Why are you smelling like that?" Okay, so what you're going to do here, can we switch the fan off? Is it possible? Switch the fan off? I won't be for long because I know it's hot in here. So, all you're going to do is you're just going to go, that's it, but properly. Right, so what's going to happen here? Okay, stand back up on the chair, my boy.
Behind or in front of you? Behind or?
No, exactly where you are now.
No.
Oh, you're going to push it across her so that it goes behind her.
Behind.
Okay, my boy, very high up with the lights, as high as you can. I won't be long. Okay, so my white balance from the front. What's that? Okay. My white balance from the front, 6300. Which means my background light is going to go so dark, so red. It's going to look like, not red, but more than what we see. Right, so white balance. I'm going to go off auto. I don't want to be on auto. And I'm going to go on to custom, white balance, Kelvin and I'm going to go to 6300. Okay, so just wait one second. Right, body away from the light. Face towards the light, even more. Chin down a little bit. Keep your chin where it is and just tilt your head this way to me and look straight at me, okay? Alright, and I'm just looking at my lighting first. And you look absolutely gorgeous. Alright, hey, let's go with some smoke in the background. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, go again and get down nice and low so you're going to blow yourself to death there. Put some water in your hand, and you're a very tall guy. So start off. Okay, hold it in for a sec and go. I think our background is too light. We're going to do it one way. Go around that way a bit more, sir. Yeah, just for the light there, that's cool. Okay, body away from the light. You want to look skinny. That way, body facing that way. That's it, face this way. There we go. Chin down a little bit. Right, looking straight at me. And right, let's have some smoke. Ah, now we're talking. There we go. That's enough smoke. Hold on, we're going to call the fire brigaders. Looking down on the floor. Chin down, chin down, chin down. Right. Okay. Okay, thank you to my two assistants. So if you look at me right now, people stand straight up and down. Can you take my picture? Doesn't look very nice, right? I need to get that nice female body shape. The way I do it is I always tell them, put your 2 feet together. You can put the lights back on. Yeah, that's cool. Put your 2 feet together. Bring your one knee forward. Bring it across your body, and just this shoulder will automatically drop, right? So this shoulder will drop, and now suddenly, beautiful, right? You've got a really nice female body, feminine pose. So from there, I can really do 10 poses in 5 seconds. So from there, bang, 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 bang. Suddenly now you've got 10 poses in 5 seconds, right? And I can tell them that very easily. What I want you to think about now is, if I'm telling her, because now I've got the option, I'm saying to her, okay, put 2 feet together, then do one knee forward, and bring it across your body. Okay, she's done what she's told. Which knee must come forward?
The right.
And it works for you to turn her body away from that side. Then you need to get to a different light source. Then you need either to swap with her or tell your assistant, and you saw it. I said to my assistant, come from there to there. Move your assistant around. Move your light source around. So if you had that situation right now where the light is coming from there, but all the detail is here, and I'm turning my body away from the light, and I wanted to see the detail here, not there, I'll say to her, you need to go and shoot over there. And you can tell people, oh, the light is so much better over there. And then they go, whoa, this photographer knows what they're doing. And you do know what you're doing if you understand why you're moving to those different places. Okay, so what are you going to do now? Okay, wait a second. Right, so as she's doing that, I'm just shooting. Okay, go, and move it up a little bit. That's it. Keep going, turn your face towards me a little more. Turn your face this way. Okay, keep going up with the hand. Keep going faster, faster. That's cool. Lovely, and stop there, right? That's good. So there I've got 2 or 3 options that I can use. When you're up to here, so turn your body straight onto me and hands like this. This hand needs to be a bit higher up, so it's onto your face. Okay? Now, with this hand, what I want you to do is just to act like you're rubbing cream on your hands. You know, like you rub cream on your hands in the morning? Okay, so let's rub some cream on your hands here. Alright, there we go. Go and up you go to your hands and rub cream all over your hands. Keep going up higher, like this. Yeah, like this guy. Yeah, just rub away. Alright, there we go. Go up higher, and there we go. That's nice. Beautiful. Now you've given her something to do, and there's a bit of motion in the shot, and there's something going on. Another thing that you could do is you want to give them something to think about. So if you've got a shot, and you saw that shot in the desert, where the groom was over here like this, keep your hands away over there, and the groom was over here like this, and his head was right up close next to her, right? Now, if I say to the groom, don't put your head next to her ear. That's what they do, right? Because they're all stiff. And now, if I say to her, go right up close to her and smell her perfume. Now, the difference is this, okay? Or, can you see the difference? Can you see that emotion that you're starting to evoke there? One more thing before we go back to the slideshow. We're talking about fat and thin again, right? A little bit closer up here. Sometimes, wedding photographers, they make the groom pose behind the bride. Give her, hold her tenderly from behind. Okay? Now, how much of her can you see? 100%, right? How much of me can you see?
25.
10%.
You're not offended, but let's ask the question now. Who looks fatter, her or me? And she doesn't want to be bigger than her husband, right? So you can't do that pose. You can't do that because you're seeing 100% of her and nothing of me. So if you want to do that, then maybe I must come to the side a little bit, and then she must turn her body away from the light, and now my body is facing the light. So I look bigger, she looks smaller, now it's a lot more equal. Can you understand stuff like that? And the problem with what we do, we just say, oh, give her a big hug from behind, or hold her from behind, or pop your head out from the side. And you don't know why you're doing it, but you're doing it because everybody else is doing it, and it doesn't make her look good, and it doesn't make me look good. So think about things like that. You've got to think about things like that. Thank you so much. You're amazing.